story to tell. One of the most fearsome opponents for the Allied Air Force were the Nazi Messerschmitt Bf.109 fighters. Many Allied bombers and fighters did not return in the face of them forever. When talking about the Messerschmitt Bf.109, I would like to note that the reason it was in the first videos of fighters in World War II and the game of War Thunder, as it was the first successful fighter to be equipped with a liquid-cooled engine, namely the Bf.109E version. Bf.109 was considered a pioneer in the era of such engines. The first flight was made in 1935 and mass-produced in 1936. Bf.109 were produced in insanely large numbers, 33,984 in multiple versions. Bf.109 fought during World War II from the first day to the last. After World War II, many Messerschmitt Bf.109s remained in favor, even as backbone fighters for the Israeli Air Force in the early days. But most importantly, Germany's Bf.109 had become a model for the whole world to learn. The engineers of all countries participating in this war have studied very carefully Bf.109 and applied these technical solutions to build their own aircraft. And they succeeded, which were Spitfire, Mustang P-51, and York. All of them basically developed on the Messerschmitt fighter. Liquid-cooled engine was once a highly controversial engineering solution, but it served a long time in air forces of many countries around the world. Bf.109 was developed on the civil aircraft Bf.108 and focused on the strong qualities of its predecessor. The new aircraft was built with an all-metal construction and an enclosed cockpit. An advantage of this design was that the main landing gear, which retracted through an 85-degree angle, was attached to the fuselage, making it possible to completely remove the wings for servicing without additional equipment to support the fuselage. It also allowed simplification of the wing structure, since it did not have to bear the loads imposed during takeoff or landing. The one major drawback of this landing gear arrangement was its narrow wheel track, making the aircraft unstable while on the ground. The German single-seat fighter had an empty weight of about 2.3 tons, maximum takeoff weight of about 3.4 tons. It was 8.95 meters long, 2.6 meters high, and had a wingspan of 9.9 meters. The Bf.109 was powered by a Daimler-Benz DB605A1 V12 inverted liquid-cooled piston engine, delivering up to 1,455 horsepower, and a 3-bladed VTM propeller. The fighter was primarily designed to fly at high speed. A smaller wing area was optimal for achieving high speed, but low-speed flight would suffer. Bf.109 could reach a top speed of 520 km per hour at sea level and up to 622 km per hour if at an altitude of 8,000 meters. It could maintain cruise speed at 590 km per hour at an altitude of 6,000 meters. The maximum range was 1,144 km. Service length was 12,000 meters, and the rate of climb was 70 meters per second. The Bf.109 airframe proved highly adaptable for all manner of fighting forms. It was principally a fighter first, but later variants allowed the platform to be a successful fighter-bomber, close support aircraft, bomber escort, bomber interceptor, and high-altitude interceptor. As such, the armament configuration of the Bf.109 changed throughout its career, though she remained one of the most well-armed fighters of her time. The common weapon configuration of the Bf.109 included two 13mm synchronized MG-131 machine guns, one 20mm or 30mm cannon as centerline, two 20mm MG-151 underwing cannon pods. In addition, it could be equipped with two 21cm rockets, a 250 kg bomb, or a 300-liter drop tank. The Bf.109 first saw operation service in 1937 during the Spanish Civil War and was still in service at the dawn of the Jet Age at the end of World War II in 1945. It was called the Me-109 by Allied air crew and some German aces. The Bf.109A and the Luftwaffe served all over Europe, North Africa, and Europe and Russia, dominating all other air forces until 1943, with the exception of the Royal Air Force. The Bf.109 and its wartime variants had the most serious aces of the war, including pilots such as Adolf Galland, Werner Models, and Johannes Steinhoff. Despite being a good plane, it was opaque due to the airplane on the Republican side, Polikarpov I-16, and this was a great rival. Israel procured some Czech-originated models for its fledgling Air Force in 1948, giving rise to 101 Squadron. Spain received a license for local production of the Bf.109 in 1942 and knew this as the Hispano HA-1109 or HA-1112. After the war, the Bf.109s remained in service in the Spanish Air Force until 1965 before fully retired. My video of Messerschmitt Bf.109 answer. Thank you for watching. If you find this video interesting, please give me your thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to support the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.